mentioned in ancient literature as incurable disease. Next slide. This is the modern parameter. This patient is condition is made stable after the Rasagadi Malugu, Amakarachurnam and Nellikara. Next, this is the unique Nadi pattern. When Adal, Vadi and Adal stops, IM drops 4 times instead of the 2.5. Next slide. Here you can see the formation of a devil face with tongue protrusion. You can clearly see the protruded tongue with the devil's face. This is the modern parameters. 5 lakh around 5 lakh viral load is here in the instead of 300 to 1050, only 8 CD cells are available in his body. Patient succumbed to the disease. Next slide. Opportunistic infections. Opportunistic infection cause significant morbidity and mortality. The probability of developing opportunistic infections in persons with HIV disease raises CD4 count fall 200 cells per milliliter. Opportunistic infections are associated with transient increase in HIV plasma level and are known risk factor for disease progression. Next slide. Many of our previous studies found that combination of Siddha medicines are effective against opportunistic infection in long-term HIV/AIDS sufferers which are persistent, frequent, and poorly responsive to the conventional antibiotic therapies. Next slide. We used the 3 different type of formulations in respiratory tract infections. That is Vishnu Chakram pill, Swasthapodoli pill with the Dalitha decoction. In addition to that, Talisadi Chura. The second formulation is Maha Yeladi Pulihi, Tipili Rasayanam and Adadale Manapaku. The third preparation is Karisali Churanam, Tuduvali Lehium, Pavadaparpam, Nahaparpam and Lingachandram. This is the combination against the gastrointestinal tract infection. Sundavital Churanam, Nahaparpam and Pavadaparpam. Next slide. The combination against skin infection, Nahaparpam, Viranasanjeevi Thailam. The combination is against the oral candidiasis as well as oral airy leukoplakia, Aprahachanduram, Nahaparpam and Viranasanjeevi Thailam. This is the one case. It's the typical unique ulcer formation in Mehavite, that is HIV positive patient. At the time of enrollment, this is, next slide. At the time, Nadi pattern, next. This is the Naikuri pattern, next one. At the time, the modern parameters results. During the treatment, next slide. After 21 days of treatment, next slide. After 90 days, it's completely nearing normal. This is another type of Virana in HIV positive patient, next slide. At the time, Nadi pattern, next. At the time of the enrollment, the Naipuri pattern is beetle leaf. This is mentioned in Siddha literature as incurable. Next slide. This one is the modern parameters. Next. This is during the treatment. Next slide. This is another one patient's urine samples formation. This is the hairy leukoplakia, oral hairy leukoplakia. That is oral candidiasis. At the time of enrollment, the modern parameters. Next slide. This is the oral hairy leukoplakia. In laptop, it's clearly viewed. It's cleared after 1 week of treatment. Next slide. This is the left lateral view. This is the clear infections. It's cleared after the 1 week treatment. Next slide. This is another one patient's urine sample. Next slide. At the time of enrollment, Nadi pattern. Next. Modern parameters. Next. We used Karisali Churanam, Tuduvali Nei and Pavadaparpam, Nahaparpam, Lingachandura. The formation of skull skin on 16th day of treatment. Next slide. This formation is 30th day of treatment. Next slide. 60th day of treatment. 90th day of treatment. At the time of end of the treatment, the Nadi pattern is, this one is the X-ray of that particular patient. This one is the before treatment. This one is after modern antibiotic conventional therapy treatment. This one is the after our cat panel therapy, that is Karisali Churanam and Lingachandra Nagaparpam treatment. The viral load is nearing, will come down, and the CD4 count increased 246 instead of 60. Next. This is another treatment. This basal consolidation is cleared after the treatment. This is also another patient's X-ray. Next slide. What remains to be done? Further intensive search of use of these drugs and different other drugs in controlling HIV/AIDS in various parts of Tamil Nadu and abroad. The essential to explore the high potential formulation of Kattu, Kalangu, Padangam, Mani, Uppu, Gurupulike so that the effective formulations can be evolved. We need to talk tribal medicines, tribal physicians and traditional healers to identify safe new tissue enhancers, liver and brain protectors as well as the destroyers of the virus. Experience with chikungunya. Chikungunya was not described in India before 1962. Yet Tamil Nadu demonstrated the combination of Nilavembu Kashayam, Brahmananda Bhairavam, Amukara Churnam in effectively controlling the disease within 5 days. By the same manner, next slide please. Siddha medicine community has the capacity to control the cure HIV and AIDS. இந்த ஆய்வு கட்டுரையை நான் எதற்காக ஆங்கிலத்தில் சமர்ப்பித்தேன் என்றால் என்னுடைய வழிகாட்டி தேவநாயம் அவர்கள் இதை ஆங்கிலத்தில் சமர்ப்பிக்க வேண்டும் என்று கூறினார். ஏனென்றால் ஏற்கனவே பழைய கருத்தரங்கில் நம்ம கருத்தரங்க தலைவர் மருத்துவர் ஆனந்தன் அவர்கள் கூறியது போல சென்னையை தாண்டி இந்த மருத்துவம் போனதில்லை. உலகெல்லாம் சித்த மருத்துவத்தின் தமிழ் மருத்துவத்தின் அடிநாதம் செல்ல வேண்டும் என்ற அடிப்படை காரணத்திற்காகவே இந்த உலக செம்மொழி மாநாட்டில் இந்த கட்டுரை ஆங்கிலத்தில் சமர்ப்பிக்கப்பட்டது. அனைவருக்கும் மிக்க நன்றி தெரிவித்துள்ளேன். நன்றி.
Parts per million in the mercury contents of the resin.
The results are available in me, sir. But not exactly here I didn't mention the exact value. This is certified by the IICT, Indian Institute of Chemical Technologies.
But in developed countries, they are instructed to the manufacturers that the mercury content is possible below 10%, I think so.
Actually, I tell you, 10 ppm,
10 ppm.
part per million. 10 is the maximum limit that is allowed in all the main manner. There are resources because even in the organic form of the herbal, it's a very great challenge to the medical community to fulfill the norms of the standards they laid. Morning we had a good lecture from Dr. Sivaraman telling all the standards are essential, but you should understand the thing is you can say in order to satisfy the modern community, you have to fulfill all the norms or the standards they laid to ensure the safety, quality and efficacy of any drug that are marketed in other countries too. It is very true, but it is a very great challenging job. Even if you are not incorporating the mercury in this, the heavy metals, the 4 heavy metals, mercury, lead, cadmium and arsenicum. These 4 heavy metals are the entire globe is scared of introducing this. So the World Health Organization has stipulated standards that these drugs should not have the recommended level of the heavy metals. And as what he is telling is, the Rasagandhi Melugu, I don't think once you are incorporating the mercury will be there. What is the form? It's the very great questions. Now we have been analyzing Vangapasma, Vangaparpam in modern these parameters. What actually takes place is 10 படம் போடும்போது 9 வரைக்கும் the size